Today I'm talking about 5 things I'm doing this year as I'm turning 60 to help me celebrate turning 60 and letting go of old things and feeling fresh and new as I enter into this next stage of life. Hi, I'm Lisa. I hope you'll like and subscribe to my channel, and if you do that, it'll just help others see the videos, and then we can all just learn from each other and grow in this next stage of life. One of the things that I am doing as I'm going into turning 60 this year is I'm doing whatever I want with my hair and makeup. You know what? I've grown my hair out a little bit, and I thought for a long time that I was kind of past the age of having a little bit longer hair. Well, guess what? I really like it a bit longer, so I've done that for me. Doesn't matter what anyone else thinks, I like it. I might even grow it a little bit longer. And I was definitely one of those people that, I really thought I couldn't have longer hair. One of the other things I've done is simplified my skincare. I use now like Cetaphil. It's cheaper, it's still dermatologist recommended, it's not super expensive, and I love it. I don't react to it or anything like that. Simple makeup, I have everything pretty much from the drugstore. I buy tinted serum. I prefer them to a moisturizer, to a foundation. I prefer these or a tinted moisturizer because they blend into your skin more. Just things that have made my life simpler. Something else I'll show you really quickly is I love this. You can use this, mix it in with your serum, or just use this during the day and it gives your skin a glow. That is the key word. I'm all about glow now. It's not about looking perfect. It's about feeling confident in who you are and your skin, and just having, I think, an inner and an outer glow, just feeling good about life, right? So that's my kind of goal as I'm going into my 60s, just looking good in a way that I like. And I tend to dress, I'm trying to figure out how I want to dress. I tend to dress maybe a little bit sportier. I have like this on in jeans. I'm not a super fashion-y girl, but I like to be cute and comfortable. And I notice sometimes I'll see a woman, I think that she's trying, in my own opinion, this is my own opinion, dressing too young. So I'm watching that a little bit because my daughters definitely like to dress me, and sometimes I'm like, I don't want to feel like I'm trying to dress like them. So I'm trying to find that middle ground of looking cute, but still like, I don't know, looking like my age, just maybe good for my age. So yeah, that's just another thing that I am doing as I celebrate turning 60 this year. The other thing I was going to say, one thing I did mention to my doctor, you've probably seen it on my channel, I talk about this a lot. I use a lot of like Boldify or other ones that I have that are powders to fill in my hairline. I went to my doctor yesterday just because I was like, my hairline is definitely getting a little wider, and she said, "You're so young," and I'm like, I'm turning 60. So she told me to go get some Rogaine for women just because apparently it can help. And it's just like, you don't notice it a lot right now because I put some powder in, but if I get a little closer, you might see it. Or if I put my head down right here. So I tend to fill it with powder so it's not so noticeable, but my part definitely is just thinning a little bit. So I'm going to try the Rogaine, and I will let you guys know. I think it takes a while, but I think you put it down in part line. I don't even have it yet. I have to go to the store and buy it, but I'm going to see if that works, just because I do spend a lot of time with, I'm just going to show you the other one. I have all these kind of like hair powders and things like that. I use things like even this, it's like a hair powder stick. It's got like color in there, and I'll just like go along the part line and try to fill it in, or hair fibers or whatever. And for the most part it works, but if I could just have my hair grow back, that would be nice too. So like I said, I'll keep you updated, and yeah. But that's what I'm doing for my hair and face. So I wanted to show you one of the things that I've been adding into either my tinted moisturizer or my tinted serum. I don't use foundation anymore. I find both of these, I just put it on, actually just blend better into my skin and don't like sit off of my skin. You don't see the wrinkles. It just seems to moisturize. But something that I've been using, and my daughter actually got me into this, is these e.l.f. and it's like Whoa Glow. So she's only 24, and she uses this to give her a glowy, dewy look, like she's been out in the sun. Just like, it doesn't give you a lot of color, it just gives you a dewy look. So I just take a few drops. Now I've already done it, so I should have done the video before, but I'll show you. I just take a few drops of it like that. That might even be a little bit more than I meant to. And then I just mix in my favorite tinted moisturizer or serum and mix it together. and then just put it on your skin. And you can see it just, look, can you see that? It gives it just this little bit of a glowy, dewy look, which I love because I think I'm always in this thing just trying to look my best, not necessarily look younger, but just trying to look the best that I can look. And I think this looks so good. So I've already done my face, but I'm just gonna add it down here because it's good to have a little bit down our necks as well, right? And don't forget to add moisturizer down here because it just does help your neck area look a little better too. We're trying to like slow down time. I'm not trying to do anti-time as I'm turning 60 this year, but trying to embrace it, but still, you know, I want to look my best. So give this a try though. I was really surprised. I'm really happy that I used it. And like I said, you can add it in. If you're a foundation person, use it with your foundation. I just prefer a tinted moisturizer or a tinted serum, but use whatever you like, but definitely give this a try. This one might go without saying, but the older I get, the more I think about my faith, and got myself a new Bible actually. As you can see, I'm just putting the tabs in, and I got this one because it has bigger words so I can read it. I have another one that's small, and I'm noticing I'm like really looking at it. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna buy myself a new one, and I like the ones that have all the explanation at the bottom too. So yeah, but just whatever it is that you like to do that keeps your faith, just helps you feel better. I find sometimes I can feel a little anxious, or depression tries to come in, and I don't let that. I'm not a depressed person whatsoever, but I do find like the world, watching the news or anything like that, can make you feel a little like, oh, what's going on? But this, just get back to my faith, it really helps bring me peace and settle things out. The other thing I also do a lot more is journal. And this is my journal, and I journal about lots of things. I journal about obviously my faith. I journal about the family. I might even journal my prayers, but then I also journal just about my thoughts of like, okay, what do I want to do for work? Like, you know, where do I want to put my energy each day? And like, what's important, what's not important. I find journaling helps take it out of my head and settle it in, and just gives it somewhere for it to live and breathe that's not in my head. So think about journaling and find one that you think is cute. Like I did spend, what did I spend? Actually, this was on sale. It was regularly $29. I got it for $14. So I am the queen of finding things on sale. But having a cute journal that you think is pretty, and this one actually has a little lock somewhere too, is really nice and just helps you de-stress and decompress. So one of the things I'm doing in my year to turning 60 is I have taken on the challenge of running a half marathon. Now, I'm not like a runner. I'm trying to become a runner because that would really help my running ability, but kind of did it. I've been going to classes, like going to the gym. I do like yoga classes, bar. I was doing power, which I should go back to because it was really helping me gain some muscle, but I also walk a lot. And so I was thinking, I thought that I could do it without too much worry or stress on my body, and it's been not too bad. I did 10 miles recently. The run is in just like 2 weeks, so hopefully it's going to be okay. I did 10 miles, but it's all been on a treadmill. It's still kind of wintry here. So, but that's one of the things that's helping me go into turning 60 this year. I'm feeling better about myself because I've definitely struggled with a little bit of feeling of, not sadness, but like this a little bit of fear, I think, because 60 in our parents was really old when we were younger, and now I just don't feel that old. I do recognize I'm getting older. I can see the signs, things changing, but I'm trying to do things to celebrate the year, and it doesn't have to be running a half marathon. That's just been something I'm doing with my daughter that's kind of fun. But think of things that you can do that make you feel better, and maybe a little challenge that makes you feel alive and happy, and you know, maybe you take a painting class or just something that works for you. But yeah, I think having these kind of things in our lives do help challenge us and just make us feel a little more alive and ready for turning 60 and the adventure of the next 20, 30, 40 years. Anyway, thanks for watching. And again, I like to share lots of things going on as I'm 59, turning 60, and all the fun things I'm doing with my granddaughter, my kids, my husband, my dogs, and the fun career that I'm also launching. So stay tuned. Hope you subscribe.